for an eye, ear, nose, and throat specialist, and his business was in somewhere on the ground floor of this hotel. I don't remember where. I have another postcard somewhere that shows just his part. But that
Did she work the whole time you were in Hawaii?
Yeah, I think she did.
I always imagined her sitting around in a bikini on the beach the whole time.
Well, we didn't have a beach close that close. She worked most of the time. She worked down there for him, I think, most of the time.
I remember the story about her having to give John Wayne a shot.
She was working for him when he did that, because he came in and this is a picture postcard you have trouble finding. That's Hitler and Mussolini.
Oh my gosh.
Meeting each other.
Oh.
And it was a famous meeting.
Were they friends?
They had not been particularly friendly until they met, because Mussolini was mad at Hitler because he came in and took Austria, which bordered on Italy, without telling Mussolini he was going to do it.
Oh.
And Mussolini got mad at him. And they worked up a deal to meet and get to be friends again.
Oh.
This is another one of those pictures.
It's the same picture, I think.
Yeah, it's the same. Probably the same one. I may have more than one of those. This is St. John's.
Oh, I remember that was a school next door to where Grandmama lived. It had the playground that we played on.
She taught in this school.
Right.
This is where she taught.
She taught third grade, and I was in third grade, and I sat in the back of the room for a whole day watching her teach.
Yeah, that's where she taught, St. John's. And this is the Fountain of Trevi in Rome.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked by here every day on the way from my office to the office of my contractor down on Via del Corso, which is the next street down. And people would stand here and throw coins in this fountain constantly.
Ooh.
And little kids would come every now and then. Little Italian kids would come and they'd sneak in
Fish them out.
in their bathing suits and fish out coins by the sack.
That'd be a good place for the...
Now, to continue that story, the American coins that they got, they took them to a what they call a money exchange place, and exchanged them for Italian money. And the money exchange place had all these coins they didn't know what to do with, and I got friendly with one of the guys, and he said, "You got any way that you could do anything with these coins?" And I said, "Yeah, I can do something with them." And I started buying those coins from him for half face. And I roll them and take them out to the Army. The U.S. Army had a finance office there where they paid the Army guys who were working around that area. And I'd take them out there, and they'd give me dollar bills for them.
Whoa.
But I used to haul them out there by the sackful.
Oh, my gosh.
But most of them came out of the fountain here.
Whoa.
This is a great picture here. This is a rare card. This shows the little black children up at Camp Wadsworth, which was in Spartanburg.
Huh.
During the Spanish-American War.
Mm. Approximately when was that? Do you remember?
Well, no, I beg your pardon. During World War I. Excuse me. This is 1917. During World War I. That was called the Wadsworth Branch.
Huh. Never heard of it.
No, you wouldn't. But it was in Spartanburg. And the little black children out there watching the it's called the the Pickaninny Review of the Army truck train, Camp Wadsworth. That's a rare picture postcard. Probably worth $40, $50 in today's market. Especially since it says Pickaninny on it. That's a word you're not allowed to use anymore.
What's this one?
This is another one. This is a great card. When they train people in the Army, one of the things they train them to do is all the gun maneuvers, like present arms and shoulder arms and all of that stuff. Well, they started taking black guys, recruits in the Army.
Oh, I see that.
And the colored recruit said, "Man, make up your mind how you want me to tote this gun." He didn't understand why he had to learn all these little maneuvers. That's a very rare card too. Very rare.
Does it have somebody's note on the back? Yeah.
Yeah, it's from. Oh, you'll like this. But the postmark is Tigerville.
Huh. Was it near Clemson?
Near Spartanburg.
Oh.
Tigerville.
When did they first call Clemson the Tigers? Was it when you were there? Was it already then?
They were already called Tigers.
They were, okay.
But it wasn't Tiger Paws were not the...
that was when I was a senior that they made up Tiger Paws.
And
it was just tigers.
The orange color wasn't emphasized either.
Right, it was purple.
It was purple. And this is the post office at the Camp Sevier, which was at Greenville. And that's the scene at the Camp 75, Oconee State Park. Oh. Your mama sent me this.
Huh. That's not far off from what it looks like now, actually.
No, it still looks the same.
We went swimming there last year.
This was the bathhouse.
They still have a bathhouse.
This was the only building here then. Of course, there's another big one up here now.
The bathhouse is bigger than that, but it looks like parts of it look like it might have been around back then.
Yeah, they added to this.
Yeah.
And this is a black lady sweeping down in Charleston. That's called the Aunt Phoebe. Magnolia on the Ashley, Charleston, South Carolina. She's sweeping with one of those crazy brooms that they make out of Spanish moss.
Oh, I've never seen one. Thought it was a witch's broom, but I see.
Well, maybe it is. I don't know. This is one I just put in there. I found it somewhere. This Hershey's Cocoa. That's the end of that. I just added those. I added all of these in the back. I found them somewhere else, and I wanted to put them all together. And I thought you'd like to see.
Yeah, it was very interesting.